the debate.
The debate at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, the new Kia Seltos, Century Ply and Epson Eco Tank Printers, co-powered by Sera.
Well, hello and welcome, viewers. We are filling in for Arnab Goswami tonight. I am Aishwarya Kapoor.
And I'm Abhishek Kapoor. Not an easy job, we'll try our best. And the important stories of the day. A lot has happened through the day, essentially on politics. If you look at it, both the ruling dispensation, the NDA and the opposition camp trying to group each other. The BJP chief JP Nadda sort of played a bit of a mind game there, addressing a press conference even as opposition leaders were gathering in Bengaluru, throwing in a number, 38 parties. Ashwara, do they have those numbers? 38 parties against 26 of opposition. Also, how many of them are actually represented in the Lok Sabha? That's going to be an interesting debate.
Yeah.
What are the strategies of both the ruling side and the opposition side? And some other debates. Aishwarya, shall we start with
Absolutely, Abhishek. Debate number 1 tonight. 38 parties in NDA, 25 in the opposition front. Who has the edge for 24? That's debate number 1, viewers.
Government employees sacked for secessionist activities in Jammu and Kashmir. Should this be the norm pan-India? That's debate number 2.
And debate number 3, viewers. Another DMK Neta raided ED. Opposition claims vendetta, but is it? That's the important one as the third debate tonight.
Let's begin with the headlines now. 38 parties confirm attendance for the NDA meeting, while 26 opposition parties are gathering in Bengaluru.
Even as 26 parties gather for brainstorming, the lack of an agenda remains their biggest challenge.
Key meetings taking place in the national capital and Bengaluru. All-out clash of alliances ahead of 2024.
And it's a mega crackdown in the JNK administration as they sack 3 officials for aiding terrorists. Yes, you heard that right. Providing them logistics and propagating their ideology is the allegation.
After Senthil Balaji, Tamil Nadu Minister Ponamuri raided, taken to ED office for further questioning.
Pakistani national Seema Haider, aka Seema Bhabi, probed by Uttar Pradesh ATS, demanded for her Pakistan return across the country.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. In Bengaluru, 26 parties have congregated for a meeting with an eye on 2024. Or is it an eye on Narendra Modi? It's the second meeting in a month, and the expectation is to chart out the course for 2024.
Well, absolutely. And is it going to be that easy as the opposition is saying? But with the BJP on the other side, Abhishek, beginning at 32, at around somewhere 11 according to my clock, when I saw the news came in that there were 32 parties in the NDA, and at this very moment, it's 7 minutes past 9 according to my clock, they are at 38. By the speed the BJP is going, viewers, it seems, yes, they have overtaken the opposition as far as the number goes. But what's the target? What is the BJP, or for that matter, the NDA? Because the target which is being perceived is that you want to get the former NDA partners back. You have tried to get the Akalis back. Till now that has not happened. You are getting Chirag Paswan back. That is going to have a very limited national political impact. You get OP Rajbhar back. I don't know what impact will that happen. Yes, that might happen an adverse impact as far as the BJP unit of Uttar Pradesh is concerned. But that is part of the BJP. If you look at the Congress, the numbers I don't think are of any consequence because numbers are really, really less. You look at the Congress. You have parties like the RLD, the IUML, the Kerala Congress J, the RSP, the KD, KMK, Forward Bloc, Apna Dal, K, which are non-existent. So what are both the blocks, the UPA and the NDA trying to prove? Is it just कि मेरा number तेरे से ज़्यादा है? Is it that, Abhishek, or what is it?
Mind games, Ashwara. That's what I said. JP Nadda really threw in that spanner with the number, I think, trying to strike out the opposition. That's what we are going to discuss.
Absolutely. So let's begin. But first, the special report.
In Bengaluru, leaders of the opposition have descended for a meeting.
UPA is there, NDA is also there. In NDA only BJP is there. Other parties are also there. All the opposition parties are coming together.
Tomorrow, a more formal meeting to discuss alliance modalities will be held.
The parties together will find out and finalize a strategy to remove Modi in the next parliament elections. Whatever the irritants are will be removed. And a common program, common name may be evolved.
While a U-turn by the Congress has meant the Aam Aadmi Party is joining the meeting,
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने भी अपनी पोजीशन क्लियर करते हुए इस दिल्ली के अध्यादेश के खिलाफ अपना स्टैंड क्लियर किया है और विरोध दर्ज कराया है। हम कांग्रेस पार्टी की इस अनाउंसमेंट का स्वागत करते हैं, वेलकम करते हैं। इसी के साथ साथ मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि 17-18 जुलाई को होने जा रही लाइक माइंडेड पार्टीज़ की बेंगलोर में जो बैठक है, उसमें आम आदमी पार्टी आदरणीय अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की अध्यक्षता में हिस्सा लेगी।
many are still giving it a miss.
You said you are not being invited. Your party was
No, nobody has invited us. Let us see what Mahagatibandhan will going to give clear message to the country.
The BJP says it is an alliance against public welfare.
It is a congregation of self-seekers. Therefore, Mr. Kejriwal has ran away, leaving Delhi to the misfortune of the people in this flood. Mamta ji has ruined Bengal Gram Panchayat election. I saw for myself. CPM is quiet, CPI is quiet, Congress party is quiet. Therefore, this is called a crass case of give and take politics.
And the NDA is bolstering its own alliance as well.
उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री माननीय योगी आदित्यनाथ जी को बधाई देता हूं कि आपने एनडीए में सुहेलदेव भारतीय समाज पार्टी को शामिल किया है और जो लड़ाई भारतीय जनता पार्टी गरीब, कमजोर, वंचित, शोषित की लड़ रही थी, उस लड़ाई को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए उस योग्य मुझे समझा, इसके लिए पुनः हम बधाई देते हैं।
The Samajwadi Party is calling it the BJP's attempt to break the opposition.
जो पुरानी आदत है किसी को तोड़ लेना, लालच देना, स्वार्थ क्या है, क्या स्वार्थ से कैसे लाभ लिया जा सकता है, उस दिशा में लगातार काम करना शुरू भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने कर लिया है। और नकल करने वाले कभी पास नहीं होते हैं। जैसे ही उन्हें पता लगा कि बेंगलोर में बैठक होने जा रही है, उन्होंने अपनी बैठक बुलाई है, तो नकल करने वाले लोग कभी कामयाब नहीं होते।
Tomorrow, both sides will witness key alliances gearing up for 2024.
कहीं का ईंट कहीं का रोड़ा, भानुमती ने कुनबा जोड़ा, इस तरीके का ये अलायंस। न तो इनके पास नेता है, न ही नीयत है, न ही नीति है और न ही फैसला लेने की ताकत है।
In suggesting that 38 parties would be participating in the NDA meet tomorrow, BJP chief JP Nadda perhaps did some mind games with the opposition alliance, which is carrying out its confabulations in Bengaluru with 26 parties as of now. But what is important is that both sides are jousting for these smaller political formations, essentially to bolster their vote share, irrespective of how many seats they have in the Lok Sabha.
Who will have the edge? Let's debate.
Well, yes, let's find out who will have the edge. From the BJP, Abhishek, we have the national spokesperson, Shahzad Poonawala. We have the spokesperson of the JDS, Prasanthi SG. We have member of parliament of Lok Sabha from the Bahujan Samaj Party, Maluk Naga. We have the national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, who claims he is the largest surged leader of the opposition, Anurag Bhadoria, on the social media. Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have Akhtarul Islam, spokesperson of the RJD and Congress leader from Varanasi, Ratnakar Tripathi Abhishek.
Yep. Let's start. So should I start, Ashwarya?
Absolutely, Abhishek.
Okay, since you took the name of Ratnakar Tripathi last, and I prefer to always start with the opposition, let's begin with him. Ratnakar ji, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, Ratnakar Tripathi, the Congress had 44 seats in 2014 Lok Sabha. Now it has 52 minus some members losing their membership. You think in 2024, if the Congress party gets 62 or maybe 72 or maybe 82 and comes out as the largest party in the opposition space, you think it's natural for the Congress party to say that prime ministerial candidate should be from their party?
Okay, actually I rotated it now.
See, you can mock our party, it is your opinion, but I don't go with your best guess.
Oh, I am
Let
giving
the
you more
opposition
seats,
come
not
on the
mocking you.
One platform and let us fight. No, you are mocking, sir, Mr. Abhishek Kapoor. Everybody knows that you are mocking. This is not your best guess.
Ratnakar ji, I am giving you more seats.
You are trying to protect your favorite party.
It's your lack
only,
of
the
confidence,
BJP.
perhaps.
Why should we fight on that, sir? You are giving. Why didn't you give me only 58 seats? Why to be so liberal? Abhishek
Okay, let's
ji?
make it 92.
I know what you are doing.
Okay, let's make it 102. But then now answer the question: shouldn't Congress, shouldn't somebody from Congress be the PM candidate?
Why are you saying 100? Why can't it be 200? So why can't it be 200, sir?
So how much should he say, Ratnakar ji? How much should he say?
43 seats.
How much should he say? आप ही बता दीजिए. How much should he say? 200. How much should he say?
Okay, 200. Okay,
No,
200.
how much should he say?
Okay, 200. Then at least Congress should get the Prime Minister's chair.
While we are joking, let's be at it.
No, it is not neither my concern nor your concern. The main concern is to just sack out this, this communal mentality. Nothing else. The main thing is that the people who are just, taking this whole nation to hell, to the most communal edge, to a civil war.
Mr. Ratnakar Tripathi, let me just tell you
After then we will see
that
who
the
will become
people
Prime
of this
Minister,
country
who
have
will not.
only disregarded you in the last two general elections. So when you say that, you mock the people of this country. You mock the people of this country. Shehzad, I'll come to you, but if I could just go to Anurag and then coming to you, Shehzad. No, Mr. Tripathi, you may have 24, 25, 26. The speed with which the BJP is going, and I just heard Akhilesh Yadav, Anurag Bhadoria stating that the BJP is copying Shehzad. Akhilesh Yadav said, Anurag, that BJP is copying the opposition formula. And BJP has 38 alliance partners, so I don't know. The Congress might also try and do, by the time we see in the morning, 30 seats, 30 parties. But what are you trying to achieve, Anurag ji? What is your... Is this united front not an illusion? ये सिर्फ एक भ्रम नहीं है क्या? Who is going to be your face? No, Anurag, listen to the question first and answer it point by point. Who is going to be your face? How will you unite, Anurag Bhadoria? You always held meetings and then failed. After every meeting, your participants come out and take on each other. Is it not right? To the Congress, you have no... Anurag Bhadoria, you are going to be fighting the Congress party in Uttar Pradesh. Tell me this. How do you come together? Or is Akhilesh Yadav decided to the contrary decision of his that I am not going to give 30 seats to the Congress? Anurag Bhadoria, please explain. And then we take Shehzad's counter to that. Yes, Anurag Bhadoria.
अच्छा ठीक है अच्छा अब मैं बोलूं मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आप डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेंगे। देखिए आपको पहले ही पता है कि जब विपक्ष की एकता हुई, विपक्ष की एकता किस पे आई है? हमारे वैचारिक मतभेद हैं, हो सकते हैं क्योंकि अलग अलग दल हैं, लेकिन मतभेद नहीं है क्योंकि राष्ट्र के मुद्दे पे हम एक हैं। संविधान को मजबूत करना है, लोकतंत्र को मजबूत करना है, किसान को मजबूत करना है, युवाओं को मजबूत करना है, महिला सुरक्षा देनी है, महंगाई कम करनी है, बेरोजगारी कम करनी है। इस मुद्दों पे हम पूरा विपक्ष एक है और पूरा विपक्ष जब एक साथ आया, पटना में हम 17 दल थे, अब हम 26 दल हैं और एक साथ हैं। बीच में बातें भी हुई एक दूसरे से, क्योंकि एक साथ रहेंगे तो बातें होंगी। इसका मतलब नहीं है कि हम राष्ट्र के मुद्दों से भटक जाएंगे। लेकिन देखिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी कितनी परेशान है। हमारी एकता देखती उनको एनडीए याद आ गया। अब तक उन्हें इसके पहले एनडीए की मीटिंग कब हुई थी आप पूछ के बता दीजिएगा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ता से। एनडीए की मीटिंग से अनुराग एहसास हुआ। मेरी बात आप मुझे बोलने तो दो।
यू हैव दिस हैबिट अनुराग जी, आपको आदत है कान को घुमा के पकड़ने की। मैं आपको रोक नहीं रहा हूं, प्लीज पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट आंसर। नो I raised a particular point. Tell me, are you going to give your seats? Are you going to give your seat to Congress? How many seats is Samajwadi Party going to give to Congress? Point. नहीं ब्रास टैक्स पे बात करते हैं। Let's talk on brass.
मैं बोलूं, मुझे बोलने दो।
Let's talk on facts. How many seats? How many seats? आप ही से पूछ रहा हूँ। Answer.
नहीं बोल रहा हूँ।
But answer to this.
बोल रहा हूँ।
No, but answer to this. Not your recorded tape, Anurag ji.
बोलने नहीं दो।
No, not your recorded tape. Answer to this.
आप नहीं।
How many seats
गन पे
is Akhilesh Yadav going to give to the Congress party?
आप मेरी बात सुनिए, हो गया। अरे यार कमाल के इंसान हो भाई।
No. You answer to this.
कमाल के इंसान।
You answer to this and then Shehzad is gearing up to reply.
अरे यार मैं बोल रहा हूँ।
कहिए ना, जवाब दीजिए। How many seats?
अरे मैं बोल लूं, अगर बोलना तो।
How many seats भदौरिया साहब?
लेकिन आप जो गन पॉइंट में मुझसे सवाल पूछना चाहते हो क्या?
आप चुप नहीं हो सकते।
बोलने नहीं दे रहे हो आप। कैसे आ रहे हैं?
वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं बनेगा।
आप बोलो।
अरे हम तो ऐसे ही आपसे सीखते हैं।
अरे भाई आप एंकरिंग करने आए कि
बोलिए,
एजेंडा लेके आए हैं यार?
बोलिए
की बात है, आप बोलने नहीं
बोलिए
पड़ेगा।
कितनी सीट कांग्रेस को देंगे?
बोलना पड़ेगा। अरे मुझे बोलने दो भाई।
हाउ मेनी सीट भदौरिया साहब?
अच्छा चुप हो जाएंगे तो मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
बोलिए।
अगर चुप हो जाए, आप मुझे डिस्टर्ब मत कीजिए।
बोलिए।
जैसे भटकाना चाहते हैं, मैं जनता की बात कर रहा हूं, मुझे बोलने दीजिए। देखिए बीजेपी को एनडीए याद आया। क्यों याद आया? अब वो टॉर्च लेके घूम रहे हैं। कहां है भाई अकाली?
सीट कितनी देंगे?
आओ भाई आओ।
हाउ मेनी सीट्स अनुराग भदौरिया?
चिराग पासवान जी अच्छी थी। आपकी झोपड़ी तो मैंने गड़बड़ कर दी थी, लेकिन आपकी झोपड़ी में दोबारा से हम सजाएंगे।
बीजेपी डिक्लेयर्ड की कितनी सीट देगी?
कोई बात नहीं, गाली दे रहे थे। अब मुझे सत्ता की जरूरत है। आ जाओ राजभर जी, आप भी आओ। जो पार्टियां बीजेपी को गाली दे रही थी, आज बीजेपी इतनी कमजोर हो चुकी है, इतनी लाचार हो चुकी है कि अब उनको बुला के अपने दलों में शामिल करना चाहती है, क्योंकि उसके दस्तक है, उसके घर के दरवाजे पे
ठीक है, ओके,
दरवाजा हार खटखटा रही है कि आप हार रहे हो जनता के मुद्दे।
आपने एक चैलेंज दिया है अनुराग भदौरिया। लेट्स टेक दिस टू शहजाद। शहजाद ओके,
आप सवाल पूछे। आप
हाँ ठीक है, सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, शहजाद से पूछ रहे हैं। आपने तो सवाल का जवाब नहीं दिया, रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी जी ने भी नहीं दिया। मिस्टर त्रिपाठी also did not answer my question and you are also not answering. But Shehzad, you see the charge that Anurag Bhadauria is leveling against you is
और दे दो आपके सवाल का जवाब।
अरे इनका खत्म नहीं होगा।
10 सेकंड इतना मुझसे लड़ते हो।
अभिषेक, that's his tactics.
हाँ,
that is his tactic. No, you need to. Anurag Bhadauria, we'll come back to you.
Yes. Let Shehzad Poonawala respond to the charge you have made, Anurag Bhadauria, against the BJP. That BJP इतनी बेसहारा हो गई है कि ये छोटी-छोटी पार्टीज को पकड़ रही है, इधर से बुला रही है, उधर से बुला रही है। Let him respond. Okay. Let him respond.
अभी तो चिल्ला रहे थे, अभी 10 सेकंड
ऐश्वर्या बोल रहा था, मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा था।
लास्ट में ये छोड़ देते हैं, जवाब कुछ नहीं आना है। आप कौन से किसके भरोसे बैठे?
Okay, let's take this forward. Anurag Bhadauria, hold on. Let's take this forward. Don't filibuster this conversation. Let Shehzad respond, then I come back to you. Hold on.
कोई दिक्कत है?
Okay, Shehzad. No. Later. Shehzad.
देखिए आज तो कितनी अजीब और गरीब बात है कि जिन्होंने यूपीए का अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया है और पीडीए बना दी है, वो कह रहे एनडीए खोजने जा रहे हैं। अरे मान्यवर, आपने तो यूपीए को दफन कर दिया है। यू हैव पुट यूपीए इन द ग्रेव। और बाकी कुछ बचा था तो पॉलिटिकल बाइगमी का ऐसा चरित्र दिखाया कि केसीआर, जिसको कांग्रेस बी टीम कहती है, उनके साथ जाकर गलवैया कर गए। और दारा सिंह चौहान तो आपके यहाँ टिकते नहीं है। दारा सिंह चौहान आ गए हमारे पास। अब मान्यवर, आप अपना घर संभालिए। देखिए मैं आना चाहता हूं मुद्दे।
शहजाद, पीडीए इज पब्लिक डिस्प्ले ऑफ अफेक्शन।
नो, पीडीए इज पूरा डिस्टर्ब्ड अलायंस। ये पूरा डिस्टर्ब्ड अलायंस है, इसलिए मैं आपको बताता हूं। देखिए कितना डिस्टर्बेंस है। आज कांग्रेस पार्टी ने पता है क्या किया है? कांग्रेस पार्टी, हमारा अलायंस होता है तो विस्तार होता है, वी ग्रो। कांग्रेस इज सेइंग मैं गर्दन काट के पंजाब और दिल्ली दे दूंगी, मैं हाथ काट के बंगाल दे दूंगी, और मैं जिस्म को काट के केरल भी दे दूंगी, यूपी भी दे दूंगी। बिकॉज लुक व्हाट हैज हैपेंड। आम आदमी पार्टी, छोटी सी पार्टी, नोटा के साथ कंपटीशन लगा रहता है उनका। उन्होंने आज कांग्रेस को घुटने पे ले आए। वो फिर टीएमसी वाले जो लोकतंत्र को खत्म कर रहे थे, पश्चिम बंगाल में अधीर दा ने बोला था, उन्होंने भी बोला है चुप करके बैठ जाओ, बेंगलुरु में हम लोकतंत्र बचाएंगे। और केरला में जिनको मुंडू मोदी कहते हैं, पिनरई विजयन, उन्होंने तो सुधाकरन जी को जेल में डाल दिया, पर देखिए रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी मुस्कुरा मुस्कुरा के जिन्होंने जेल में डाला है उनको संविधान बचाओ का पोस्टर बॉय बता रहे हैं। तो ये
either sides of the alliance, whether it's the 24-25 of the UPA or 38 of yours, you could have, I could pinpoint and take up OP Rajbhar's comments against the UP Chief Minister and also the senior leadership here in Delhi, but still today he's a part of the NDA. You see, when it comes down to elections, Shehzad, it's a numbers game, and that's why I'm going back to facts. With these numbers also, the UPA is not able to achieve. But talking to you regarding the BJP's alliance, how much of an impact you feel you can have by getting an OP Rajbhar, where you are disturbing your own system back in the UP state? You are disturbing it.
First of all, Aishwarya ji, let me clarify for you that there are 274 seats in this country on which BJP has almost or near about 50% vote.
Yes, that's
so we are on our own.
Can I correct you on that? I think 224.
No, 224, 50%, and the remaining 50 seats, we have 48 to 50%. So totally 274 seats, we have almost on our own strength 50% vote. Now you add the work of Modi ji, so this will go beyond 300 seats. Today the alliance that we are making is an alliance that is being made to ensure that all of those people who want to participate in the process of taking this country forward are participating. Those who told something to us few years ago have now come back to the same path. We have not invited anybody. But my question is that Congress party.
You've not invited anybody?
No, जो छोड़कर गए थे उनको जब सही लगता है तो साथ में
You've sent letters as back as 15th of last month to all of these regional players, and they are being signed by the national president.
एक second, Aishwarya ji, invitation for a meeting is invitation for the alliance. Those who have felt that they erred in leaving us.
You see, I'll add to that.
Let me complete one sentence.
Just adding, then you take it forward. Dara Singh Chauhan, why should Union Home Minister be meeting?
30 seconds. Now let me complete for 30 seconds without this interruption.
45, carry on.
And people actually Google search interruptions by Anurag Bhadoria. They ask, they are also Googling A for...
He's highly searched, huh? And he feels very proud of it.
What people are saying.
Anurag is very proud of it, that he is more searched than you.
I'll tell you.
He's more searched than you.
I'll tell you why. Because people are searching that A for Arnab ne A for Adrak ka A for Anurag ko सवाल पूछा, तो T for टमाटर दिखाने वाले टोटी चोर
Aam Aadmi Party on that.
Anyways.
Aam Aadmi Party on that. I'll come back to you on that. On that. Aam Aadmi Party. No, it will come back to you. You know you are the only BJP. Hold on.
Just one line. One line. First time in this country, one party is saying मैं खत्म हो जाऊंगी पर मैं बीजेपी को रोकने के लिए कैसा भी गठबंधन बनाऊंगी, वो कांग्रेस है. कांग्रेस is saying, end my story, but I will want to have a anti-BJP alliance.
Take that question to up and then you can. Siddharth Sharma, I asked this question to Sanjay Singh. I've asked this question to all your top leaders. How do you explain today Arvind Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh shaking hands with Siddharamaiah and DKS? You have officially called them the most corrupt leaders. But today, and I ask you this question because you said, the Aam Aadmi Party said that we are better than the Congress and the BJP. But what is the difference? You became, from an organization, Abhishek, they became a political party, from a campaign to a political party, only against the Congress and the so-called corruption of the Congress. But today you shake hands with the Congress, saying that nahi, देश को बचाना है, so corruption से हाथ मिलाना है. What is this, Siddharth?
Yeah, Aishwarya, you have two questions. One a substantial one about the numbers game being important, and the second...
Answer, Shehzad will reply.
You've asked me two questions, Aishwarya. One is regarding the substantial issue about the numbers game, and the second one, the recent question that you asked. The recent question, one I'll answer starting by that. It's a simple analogy. I live in a neighborhood in which I have a little bit of differences with my neighbors. But if a rabid dog comes in my area, both of us together, me and my neighbor, will come together and chase it away.
You mind your words, huh?
Now coming to the...
You mind your words, huh?
That you were speaking about democracy being...
You're on Republic, mind your words, huh?
Exactly. That's why I didn't take any name.
And did you just call your stand against corruption? Abhishek, did I hear it correct? Did you just call, did the Aam Aadmi Party official spokesperson, Siddharth Sharma Shehzad, just call their stand against corruption just a little bit of a problem? Is that what you call?
Whatever I've said is already on record.
Shehzad is playing an audio, Siddharth, only for you.
Yeah, that's okay. Shehzad can keep playing it.
No, you were on record 30 seconds ago also.
I can also run audios of Mr.
You play my audio, no problem. If you put me in the same league as Arvind Kejriwal, play my audio, no problem. But Siddharth Sharma, Lalu is convicted corrupt. Lalu is convicted corrupt. DMK is conviction se corrupt. And Congress is corrupt by all measures, and you have done alliance with them today. आज आपने convicted corrupt, conviction से corrupt and corrupt by all measures को गले लगाया है. India against corruption से justification of corruption. आज अन्ना हजारे आपको देख रहे होंगे. अन्ना हजारे must be watching TV and he must be saying ये कौन है? ये सिद्धार्थ शर्मा कौन है? ये अरविंद केजरीवाल कौन है?
उसका मैंने जवाब दे दिया. अब जो उन्होंने ऐश्वर्या ने सब्सटेंशियल पार्ट पूछा है, that this being a numbers game, that is the substantial part.
Substantial part यही है कि लालू करप्ट नहीं है.
51 becomes 100 and 49 remains 0. The simple fact, the data today suggests that in Bengaluru, the federal front that is coming together is in government in 12 states and the major opposition in 11 states. That makes them a substantial player in 23 states. BJP as of today is in government in 9 states.
So you are saying anything goes, Abhishek. Basically what Aam Aadmi Party is saying, Siddharth.
BJP is only in 20
No, Abhishek. No, sorry. Siddharth. What you are saying, for numbers, for power, we are ready to compromise with corruption. I understand that, but just be clear. I have understand. I have deciphered your code. But then you be clear. But then you be clear when you go to the people and you say, Abhishek, they should be clear that when they go back to the people come 24 and next elections, that listen, we had to defeat Modi and we couldn't do it alone. So we had to compromise, and for us, corruption is not that big of an issue. You say that, Abhishek.
It is not about defeating any.
That is exactly what you are saying.
Democracy is a system of the people. Monarchy is a mechanism to control.
Yes or no?
British had made
no, Siddharth, if corruption is an issue, how can you go with Lalu is convicted? Sir, is corruption an issue? Yes or no? Is it chota mota vivad between two neighbors? Sir, 1 second. You said corruption is chota mota vivad between two neighbors. Is it a chota mota vivad or is it a bada issue?
Anti-constitutional.
See, one is denying his existence, which came out of anti-corruption. Congress is denying its existence by saying, "तुम मेरा सब कुछ ले लो, मैं तैयार हूँ आपके लिए, मैं फ्लोर पे आ जाऊँगी." This is the kind of alliance they are making.
No, of course he does not.
एक ने विचारधारा को छोड़ा, एक ने सीटों को छोड़ा, एक ने स्टेट को छोड़ा. ये राजनीतिक देवदास है. They are like राजनीतिक देवदास.
Shehzad, hold on. Siddharth Sharma, okay, you have no answer. Perhaps you don't want to answer because you know it's a difficult question. Let me get others also involved. Hold on. Let me get others also involved. It's not that everything is hunky-dory on the side of NDA also. JP Nadda gave a number 38. We just don't know the names of many of those parties which might be there tomorrow. I could add 38. I could still find. But, on the side of parties like the BSP, the JDS, and both representatives are here. I would want to begin with Maluk Nagar first. Maluk Nagar, you are on which side? Aap paksh mein hai ya vipaksh mein hai? Can you share with us your thoughts? As the meetings pan out tomorrow, where would the BSP be? Are you going to be a surprise entry in the 38 at the NDA meet? Because obviously you are not invited in Bengaluru.
Related to my constituencies person and related to the backward, related to the SCs and related to our community, I have to proceed in Hindi. So I have to speak in Hindi. देखिए जो आप बात कर रहे हैं इनवाइट करने की या ना करने की और 38 में जाने की या 26 में जाने की NDA में जाने की या UPA में जाने की, ये सारी बातें जितनी भी हो रही हैं उसका कोई मायने नहीं है. मायने है अगर तो उत्तर प्रदेश की 80 सीट हैं और वहाँ हमारा 13.5% वोट इंटैक्ट है. 10 MP हम जीत के आए SP और RLD के साथ गठबंधन में, और आज हमारा चाहे MLA एक है यूपी में, पर हमारी 13.5% वोट जिधर भी चली जाएंगी उधर ही पूरी की पूरी सीटें एक तरफ पलट जाएंगी.
तो बताइए किधर जाएगी, वही तो पूछ रहे हैं हम.
9%
बताइए किधर जाएगी.
सर
कल आप कहां डालेंगे उस वोट को?
प्लीज लेट मी फिनिश, प्लीज लेट मी फिनिश फर्स्ट। तो कहीं 7%, कहीं 2%, कहीं 3%, कहीं 1%, जिधर भी चली गई उधर ही जाके ऐसी स्थिति आ जाएगी जिसका कोई सोच भी नहीं सकता। इसलिए विपक्ष की मीटिंग कितनी हो जाओ, वो हमारे
आप धड़कने बढ़ा रहे हैं बीजेपी और एनडीए के नेताओं की, आप धड़कने बढ़ा रहे हैं
बगैर कोई
नड्डा जी
नहीं
की
है।
और खड़गे जी की, आप बता दीजिए।
नहीं, हम धड़कने नहीं बढ़ा रहे हैं, हम देश को मजबूत करने के लिए और देश की जनता का उनको हक मिले इसलिए हमेशा देश हित और जनहित में काम करते हैं।
It's strange, nobody wants to answer the questions, Aishwarya. Neither Ratnakar Tripathi, nor Anurag Bhadoria, nor Maluk Nagar. आप जवाब दीजिए ना।
कोई मायने नहीं है।
किधर जाएंगे? एनडीए, पीडीए
जी, हम देश
नहीं सांसद महोदय
जाएंगे, गरीबों के साथ
ये बता दीजिए ना। अभिषेक यही पूछ रहे हैं,
के साथ जाएंगे, दलितों के साथ जाएंगे।
नहीं बहन जी के यहाँ से डिक्टेट तो आ गया होगा ना सांसद जी। नहीं जनहित में जाएंगे तो बता दीजिए कल जा रहे हैं दिल्ली है कि बंगलोर। बहन जी तो कहीं जाती नहीं है।
देखिए
अब आप बता दीजिए कि कल आप अशोका होटल जा रहे हैं कि वो बंगलोर वाले 5 सितारा होटल में जा रहे हैं।
देखिए अकेले बेंगलोर वालों को कुछ नहीं हो सकता बगैर हमारे यूपी में और पूरे देश में, और यहां भी कुछ नहीं हो सकता बगैर हमारे। तो अभी 11 महीने बाकी हैं।
तो यू आर ट्राइंग टू से यू आर द प्लेयर एज फार एज यूपी गोज मलूक नागर।
आराम से देख रही है, सोच जी क्या कह रहे हैं?
बोलिए बोलिए,
दोबारा प्लीज बोलिए।
मैं कह रहा हूं आप प्लेयर बनना चाह रहे हैं। मैं कह रहा हूं आप यूपी की राजनीति के प्लेयर बनना चाह रहे हैं। आप दोनों को गेस्ट करते हुए छोड़ रहे हैं।
देखिए
है ना अभिषेक, दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट ही इज डूइंग। वो कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस का भी कुछ नहीं होगा, बीजेपी का नहीं होगा, मेरे अलावा 13% वोट है।
I'm a little
and this 13% vote can go either side.
I'm a little surprised that nobody wants to answer. Ratnakar Tripathi does not want to answer whether Congress should be confident.
JDS has left.
Whether Congress should be confident enough to stake claim. Anurag Bhadoria does not want to answer who would be the leader, how many seats they are going to give to the Congress party. Maluk Nagar does not want to answer where they are. Maybe I can ask this question to Prashanti SG also. She is a spokesperson of the Janata Dal Secular.
Hold on, Bhadoria ji.
And which gave an indication today that because they have no invite from the opposition, they might as well go to the NDA. Can we have some clarity, Prashanti, where you would be tomorrow?
Well, in this case, we are kind of neutral here because we haven't received any kind of invitation from either NDA or UPA. However, you know, like we stand for national security of India and support abrogation of Article 370. See, what is the stand of Congress
That's a strong
and
message.
its allies on Article 370? I want to know. Because, sir, I would like to complete it, please. Because, see, Aam Aadmi Party, SP, and some of the parties have supported Article 370. Abrogate joining Congress, and some of the allies are also joining. So what is actually happening is they're missing on their ideologies. So what would happen once they ally together? What would happen? Would they, I mean, for example, I would ask Aam Aadmi Party, would you support Article 370 or would you like to bring that back? I mean, take back the Article 370.
Good direction.
Siddharth, answer.
Good direction the debate is taking.
Siddharth, answer the JDS.
On issues.
Siddharth, answer the JDS. Don't answer Abhishek, answer the JDS.
Yes, our answer is very clear. Aam Aadmi Party stands by the Constitution of India. Article 1 says that India is a union of states. The Delhi Ordinance clearly sabotages that. That is why we are against the ordinance. Article 44 of India clearly states that India needs a uniform civil code. Through an endeavor by the government of India, we support Article 44 of the Indian Constitution.
Sir, also TMT, Aam Aadmi Party and SP.
It goes through the confabulations necessary. It's as simple as that. Aam Aadmi's party is a party of educated people.
No,
we stand by the Constitution of India. We don't support
Abhishek, I have
Give them 20 seconds and then you come in.
Abhishek, no, it's a very important
Give them 20
intervention.
seconds, let them complete and then you come in.
I think I've answered that. in a very educated way.
I think
bad audio.
10 seconds. Okay, just 10 seconds. Omar Abdullah says party should not support abrogation of 370. Omar is there. Congress is officially saying we want to reimpose 370. I am repeating. Congress wants to reimpose 370. Omar says 370's abrogation is wrong. Everyone should go against it. Aam Aadmi Party has officially supported the abrogation of 370. Therefore, Siddharth Sharma, tell us what is your position. Omar's position, Congress's position, or AAP's position? What is the position of your alliance?
Yeah,
I think this question you should now
is to
ask
me
all
directly.
of
Shall I answer
but
that?
BJP is asking.
Shall I answer that, Aishwarya?
Answer, Siddharth.
Simply, we are a party,
Answer.
party of educated people. We are not andhbhakt. We stand by the Constitution of India. As far as Constitution of India goes, Article 1 says clearly that India is a union of states.
Clear message to Omar Abdullah. Clear message.
We stand by Article 1. Now, as far as Article 371 is concerned,
Article 370 should not be reimposed. That's right. Correct. Congress is wrong. Omar is wrong.
On that point, let's get in the RJD. Anurag ji, aa raha hu. Anurag Bhadoria, hold on. But we also have Akhtarul Islam of the RJD who hasn't spoken on the debate. Akhtarul Islam sahab.
Our stand is on the Constitution.
आप मेरे को बताइए who is going to be your face?
Because we
hold
are
on now, Siddharth. I've understood. The people have understood. Yeah. Siddharth, hold on. People have understood your point. That you are ready to compromise on your stand on corruption to get the power. You are shaking hands with the Congress. RJD. Akhtarul Islam साहब, चेहरा कौन होगा विपक्ष का? तेजस्वी यादव जी, कि नीतीश कुमार, कि लालू जी, कि अखिलेश यादव, कि ममता बनर्जी, कि सुप्रिया सुले, कि कौन? चेहरा कौन होगा? अख्तरुल इस्लाम. सिद्धार्थ, hold on. Siddharth, hold on.
Karnataka.
Hold on,
Today they are trying to.
ये है
उनके ऊपर
सिद्धार्थ, hold on.
कल तक प्रधानमंत्री जी बोलते थे कि पूरे विपक्ष सब मिलजुल करके अकेला मोदी के खिलाफ सब लोग हैं. पूरे प्रधानमंत्री जी का यह बयान आता था कि पूरे विपक्ष मिलकर अकेले मोदी उसका मुकाबला कर रहा है. और आज क्या स्थिति है? 38 पार्टियों की ये मीटिंग कर रहे हैं. ये अपने आप में प्रमाणित कर रहा है कि मोदी जी कमजोर हो गए. जो दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी, सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता अपने आप को कहते थे, आज 38 पार्टी, छोटी छोटी पार्टियों को मिलाकर काम करने की जरूरत पड़ रही है. उनको मिलाना पड़ रहा है जिनको कल तक ये 70,000 करोड़ का भ्रष्टाचारी कहते थे.
आप कितने ताकतवर हो गए?
इसका मतलब है कि भाजपा को यह समझ में आ गया है. ये तो प्रमाणित कर रहा है जैसे ही आपके विरोधी इतने बड़े गठबंधन कर रहे हैं, वैसे वैसे लोग को, पार्टियों को तोड़ रहे हैं, खरीद रहे हैं, मिला रहे हैं, समझौता कर रहे हैं, करप्शन से तमाम लोगों को 70,000 करोड़ के आरोपी को मिला रहे हैं. ये प्रमाणित कर रहा है कि मोदी जी हार मान गए. मोदी जी हार मान गए, भाजपा हार मान गई,
जिनका स्वयं बिहार में 6 पार्टियों का गठबंधन हो, जिनका स्वयं बिहार में 6 पार्टियों का गठबंधन है, वो अगर कहे कि गठबंधन बनाना वीकनेस का साइन होता है, तो क्या आप बिहार में वीक है क्या? और दूसरी बात बताइए कि वो स्टेटमेंट दिया गया था भ्रष्टाचार की लड़ाई के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कि यदि आप सारे भ्रष्टाचारी भाईचारा निभाए और आम आदमी पार्टी भी कह दे कि लालू से हमारा भाईचारा, हमें लगे लालू जी और कांग्रेस प्यारा प्यारा, भ्रष्टाचार का है सहारा, तब भी एक आदमी लड़ेगा. और वो आज भी है, हम लड़ रहे हैं आपके भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ. परंतु मुझे बताइए कि कल तक तो अनुराग जी ताने मारते थे, ये कोई आ नहीं रहा, कोई आ नहीं रहा, ऐसे कोई आ नहीं रहा, कोई आ नहीं रहा. ये अनुराग जी कहते थे कल शाम तक. और एक सेकंड, और जैसे 38 आ गए तो क्यों आ रहे? ये कोई नहीं आ रहा तो क्यों आ रहे हैं? ये केवल अनुराग जी करते इसलिए सर्च होते हैं. ये सर्चिंग इसलिए होता है अनुराग जी का कि 24 घंटों में 24 घंटों में ऐसा लोग करते हैं कि कल रात को क्या बोला था और आज सुबह क्या हो गया.
No, but Anurag Bhadoria,
this might be the longest.
Anurag Bhadoria,
this might be the longest 15 minutes that Anurag Bhadoria has been silent.
साइलेंस आम आदमी पार्टी ने करा दिया है.
Anurag Bhadoria, you get your second chance to be straight about your position on corruption, about the question that I asked, whether in Uttar Pradesh you are going to share some seats with the Congress party or not. What would be the position of Priyanka Gandhi, for example, insofar as Uttar Pradesh is concerned?
Observer.
वही तो मैं आपसे इतनी देर से बीजेपी से सवाल पूछ रहा था कि करप्शन के बारे में आपकी क्या राय है, तो कहां जवाब दे रहे हैं वो तो चीफ मिनिस्टर तक बना देते हैं जिन पे आरोप लगाते हैं,
ये राय है।
और फिर जिन पे आरोप करप्शन का लगाते हैं
लालू जी करप्ट है, कन्विक्टेड है, ये राय है। बताइए,
सवाल ये है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कि मैं आपके बीच में नहीं बोला,
लालू जी कन्विक्टेड करप्ट है ये नहीं है, अनुराग जी
मुझे बोलने दीजिए। अरे मैंने आपके बीच में सवाल है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास बोलने के लिए कुछ है नहीं। आपने जब भी मुझसे पूछा तो मैंने क्या बात की, आपने मुझसे पहले पूछा था तब भी हमने टमाटर और आम जनता की बात की थी, राष्ट्र की बात की थी, राष्ट्र की एकता की बात की थी, लोकतंत्र की बात थी, संविधान की बात की। भारतीय जनता पार्टी पता किस बात की बात कर रही है? जब से आपकी डिबेट है तब से आप देख लो, समाजवादी क्या कर रही है, अरे आरजेडी क्या कर रही है, कांग्रेस क्या कर रही है,
कौन से भुला में मैंने
उमर अब्दुल्ला क्या कर रहे हैं, डीएमके क्या कर रहा है? अरे आप दूसरों के यहाँ झांक रहे हो, आप विपक्ष के घरों में झांक रहे हो, विपक्ष की थाली में झांक रहे हो कि किसने चाय पी, किसने समोसा खाया, किसने ने समोसा नहीं खाया, किसका होर्डिंग लगा, आपने जनता की थाली में क्यों नहीं झांका? जनता की बात क्यों नहीं करते हो? जनता की बात क्यों नहीं करते हो कि जनता किस मुसीबत से गुजर रही है? आप उनके घरों में झांकते हो
समाजवादी पार्टी
कि जनता किस मुसीबत से गुजर रही है? आप किसानों के घरों में झांकते हो, पता चलता है आप
It's been more than 35-40 minutes. Anurag Badoria, can you hear me? How many seats are you ready to give to the Congress? You did not answer. Now you tell me this.
जनता की बात नहीं करते, ये देश
Will Akhilesh Yadav accept Priyanka Gandhi as the face? Or can I ask the same question flip side to Ratnakar Tripathi? Will Priyanka Vadra accept Akhilesh Yadav as the face?
जवाब दूं?
No, they won't.
रत्नाकर
No, they won't.
रत्नाकर जी आज काशी का ज्ञान कुछ शेयर नहीं कर रहे।
अरे जवाब तो सुनो,
दे दीजिए, फिर रत्नाकर जी दे देंगे।
मैं बोलूं, बोलने का मौका,
बोलिए।
देखिए कमाल की बात है कि विपक्ष में लोकतंत्र है, विपक्ष में लोकतंत्र है, बीजेपी में लोकतंत्र नहीं है, इसलिए बीजेपी दूसरे चेहरे पे बात ही नहीं कर सकती है, दूसरे चेहरे बोलने की हिम्मत भी नहीं है। यहाँ लोकतंत्र है, सभी नेता अपने आप में मौजूद हैं, सभी मिलकर चुनाव लड़ेंगे, चुनाव लड़ने के बाद लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से अपना नेता चुन लेंगे जो देश का प्रधानमंत्री बनेगा। लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से चुनाव होने के बाद लोकसभा के सदस्य बैठेंगे और अपना लीडर चुन लेंगे। यही संविधान कहता है, यही लोकतंत्र कहता है, जिस पे हम विश्वास करते हैं। क्या भारतीय जनता पार्टी कहेगी दूसरे चेहरे का नाम ले सकती है? क्या बोल सकती है कि यहाँ पे चुनाव के बाद लोकसभा के सदस्य बैठेंगे और नेता को चुनेंगे? नहीं बोल सकते, ये नहीं बोल सकते, क्योंकि लोकतंत्र में यकीन नहीं है।
अरे आप क्या बोल सकते हैं?
अरे अपने बारे में बता रहा हूं, क्योंकि हम विपक्ष के गठबंधन का धर्म निभा रहे हैं। विपक्ष में जब गठबंधन में है तो विपक्ष एक साथ बैठेगा और देश के चेहरे का तय करेगा।
Decided to do this drama and not answer. Anurag Badoria, this is not done. Same question to Ratnakar Tripathi. 45 seconds, Ratnakar ji. No one is speaking in the middle. And don't play that third anchor card. Ratnakar ji,
लोकसभा के सदस्य
Akhilesh Yadav had made it clear.
यही लोकतंत्र कहता है, यही संविधान कहता है।
He is not giving you seats. How are you coming together? Anurag Badoria, calm down now. Thank you. Ratnakar Tripathi.
देखिए,
who's your face?
ऐसा है,
and how are you dividing your
जवाब
seats?
तो अपने हिसाब से ही दूंगा आपको जी। मैं आपके लगाने के
तो मनमौजी आदमी है, दीजिए नेताजी।
नेशनली डिस्क्रेडिटेड अलायंस के सर, ये जो एनडीए मतलब नेशनली डिस्क्रेडिटेड अलायंस के जो दारा सिंह चौहान ब्रांड स्पोक्स पर्सन है, ये कब कहाँ रहेंगे नहीं पता। पहले मैं उनका बता दूं, 224 सीटों पे वो क्लेम करते हैं, बाद में मोदी इफेक्ट क्लेम करते हैं। तो उन्हीं के शब्दों में मोदी इफेक्ट क्या है? मोदी एक नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट है, यह उन्हीं का बयान है। तो उसमें 40% माइनस कर दीजिए, उसके बाद सारी पार्टियां वहां अप्रीहेंसिव रहेंगी, क्योंकि इन्हीं पूनावाला के शब्दों में मोदी अपने बाप के नहीं है। तो सब डरेंगे कि जब वो अपने बाप के नहीं है तो हमारे क्या होंगे। तो जब हमारी पूरी अलायंस बनाएगी तो वो कूद के चले आएंगे हमारे पास।
त्रिपाठी जी, ऐसा है, आपकी जैसी लावारिस पार्टी मैंने देखी नहीं है।
आप मुझे बताइए,
आपकी तो लावारिस पार्टी है भाई साहब, आपकी तो लावारिस हो चुकी है।
बीजेपी
आपकी तो
आपको पता है कि ओम प्रकाश राजभर को बीजेपी सीट देगी, चिराग पासवान को कितनी देगी, पासवान के भाई को कितनी देगी, अनुप्रिया पटेल को कितनी देगी। मैं सिर्फ यूपी की बात कर रहा हूं। आपने पूछा
तो कृपया
आप जिस दिन ये जान जाएंगे उस दिन बताइएगा, नहीं तो मैं फिर बोलूंगा कि मोदी जी के प्रति पूरे सम्मान के साथ भाजपा प्रवक्ता बोलते हैं कि मोदी अपने बाप के नहीं है, सबका वो दिखाते हैं, उनका भी पड़ा हुआ है, दिखाइए।
Ratnakar Tripathi, you have not answered. You want to take on Shehzad? I will do a special one-on-one. You want to do Abhishek? I feel if you want to do a special Shehzad debate, I will do a Shehzad debate. Can I have all the
My problem is, but I was waiting for my turn, and I believe I should have my turn.
I'll come to you.
They only like to get personal with me.
That's why I'm stopping. That's why I'm stopping. That's why we are stopping this. Hold on. I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Shehzad.
पर ऐसा है, हाथी चलता है तो आपको पता है सड़कों पर कौन भोगता है।
No, let's not get into
मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ कोई भूमिका में होगा।
Relax. Abhishek is making a point. Abhishek is just making a point. Hold on. Abhishek is just making a point.
हाथी तुम कब से हो जाओगे?
रत्नाकर जी, रत्नाकर जी, अब आप मत कीजिए।
जो तुमने बोला वही बोल रहा हूँ।
सीनियर हैं आप, रिलैक्स।
क्या बता रहे हो? सबका दिखाते रहते हो वीडियो ऑडियो।
उनका स्वाभाविक बिहेवियर है।
अरे
Shehzad, hold on. Why are you getting
तुमने बोला कि मोदी
why are you
बात
getting
के नहीं है,
promoted?
तुमने बोला मोदी पर
You are not. Ratnakar ji,
हमने थोड़ी
ठाकर जी आप अपनी प्रवृत्ति
I have limited time, guys. Please hold on. Can I have all the leaders on that, please? Can I have multi on that? Abhishek, please.
हर बार बताते हैं कि वो वीडियो दिखा रहे हैं।
Shehzad will come to you.
Shehzad will come to you.
हम लोग क्यों नहीं बोलने देते इस बारे में? This is wrong.
अरे कितना बोलिएगा, डिबेट का डिटेल निकालिए आप।
समय था मुझे जब
मेरे बाद आप भी बोले हैं, अभिषेक नहीं बोले इतना जितना आप बोले। रिलैक्स रत्नाकर जी, अनुराग भदौरिया को आपने मात किया हुआ है। What is happening? Please relax.
आपकी तीन लोग एंकर करते हैं।
Abhishek was just making a point and then we are coming to you.
It is my time to speak.
No, you will get your time, Shehzad. This is not fair.
मुझसे भी सुनिए।
Ratnakar Tripathi, this is not fair. You are trying to monopolize a conversation because you don't want to answer a question of substance. The question of substance. That while in a democracy, every political party and the formation have the right to bolster their numbers. The point is, what is the ideological basis? What is the glue that is bringing you together? On the side of opposition, it seems Narendra Modi, the Hawa of Narendra Modi, about which nobody is going to speak on. Aishwarya, I think we could have had a little more.
No, absolutely, Abhishek, but the time is less on debate number one. That's the time. And it's a record today that Ratnakarji, you've taken over from Anurag Bhadoria. I need to be really very. Thank you very much. That's the time we had on debate number one. On the other side, we have debate number two.
All right,
so don't go anywhere.
On the other side, debate number two on Kashmir, government employees sacked for secessionist activities by the J&K administration. Should this be the norm across the country, in fact?
Well, absolutely, because the opposition still is claiming that whatever the government does, they find politics in this. What's the politics?
Yeah.
Let's debate. But first, the special report.
Also, at 10:30 p.m., we have another DMK Neta being raided by the Enforcement Directorate. Opposition claims vendetta, but is it? That's going to be debate 3. A short break.
The Amity BBA has been ranked India's #1 BBA in the Times of India B School 2022 rankings. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central government.
Away from one. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Lift-off normal.
Here we have a majestic lift-off of LV-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central government.
Away from one. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Lift off normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LV-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central government.
Away from one. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Lift off normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LV-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस की बैठक शाम को आहूत की गई है और कुल मिलाकर के अभी तक 38 हमारे पार्टनर्स जो हमारे NDA के पार्टनर्स हैं उनकी कंफर्मेशन आ चुकी है.
The Amity BBA has been ranked India's #1 BBA in the Times of India B School 2022 rankings. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Away from one. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LTV M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central governments.
Away from launch. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LTV M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central governments.
Away from launch. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LTV M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central governments.
Away from launch. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LTV M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
price of 1 kilo of tomatoes in India today is more than the price of 1 gram of silver. Just 1 kilogram of tomatoes is 40 to 50% his daily wage. That's not feeling the pinch. I don't believe the consumer price index anymore, and we demand a nationwide debate on the subject. I demand public pressure to bring the prices down. I demand the hoarders be caught. I demand accountability by the state and central governments.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
The debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal and Green Lamb Laminates.
Welcome back, viewers, on debate number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the government of Jammu and Kashmir has terminated not 1 or 2, but 3 employees. I repeat, 3 employees. For what? Do you know? From their services? I'll tell you. For actively furthering the successionist agenda, Abhishek.
Yep. Also, Aishwarya, this is, they have done it many number of times last 1 year, 52 in fact now sacked from Jammu and Kashmir administration. Is it time for this model of tough action against those enabling a break India narrative to be applied across the country? That's something we are going to debate. Take a look at this story and package, and then we come back.
Major crackdown on the ecosystem here in Jammu and Kashmir as the government has dismissed 3 government employees from the service, and this has been done under the provision of 311 of the Constitution. One of the important person who was today dismissed from the service is PRO of Kashmir University, Fahim Aslam. He got appointed in 2008 as a contractual. He was given a media reporter's post, but then he extended his wing in the Kashmir University as per the team of investigating department that he was very close to Hurriyat Hawk Saeed Ali Shah Gilani and was a narrative peddler of JKLF chief Yasin Malik.
The crackdown comes a week after Indian forces bust Pakistan's Hurriyat regroup plan in Kashmir. Mehbooba Mufti is outraged, saying this is criminalizing livelihood on preposterous reasons. But the crackdown is a must, and it cannot remain limited to Kashmir. All those advocating to break India must face action.
समझ रहे हैं फौज के लिए और जितने भी जो भी यहाँ से सप्लाई जा रहा है बंद करो और वो बंद कर सकते हैं क्योंकि चिकन नेक्स्ट मुसलमानों का है वो जो इलाका है मुस्लिम अक्सरियत है कन्हैया जैसे नेता क्या करेंगे जाके इनकलाब के नारे लगवाएंगे फोटो खिंचवाएंगे और चले आएंगे क्या होंगे हमारे अवाम की चेहरा होगा इनका और उससे एक भी प्रोडक्टिव चीज नहीं निकली आज तक
Politicians undermining Indian sovereignty and integrity must be made answerable.
In the Constitution, India is described as a union of states, and that union requires a negotiation, requires a conversation.
அண்ணாவளியிலே பயணம் செய்கிறார் முதலமைச்சர் எங்களை பெரியார் வழிக்கு தள்ளிவிடாதீர்கள் தனிநாடு கேட்க எங்களை விட்டு விடாதீர்கள் மாநில சுயாட்சி தாருங்கள் அதுவரை நாங்கள் ஓய மாட்டோம் என்று சொல்லி விடைபெறுகிறேன்
No space for secessionists in India. Let's debate.
Joining us in this debate to represent the views of the BJP spokesperson of the party, Sanju Verma, to give us a view of the Congress side Nikhil Jain, advocate live from Delhi, leans towards the Congress party. And the expert view is to come from Sushant Sareen, senior fellow ORF, live from Delhi, and Sushil Pandit. He's live from London, columnist and author, gives us the Kashmir view. But I would want to begin with Majid Hydari before we broaden the debate. Majid Hydari is a journalist and political analyst joining us live from Srinagar. Majid, let's have a reasoned conversation. Don't try to filibuster. What the JNK administration of LG Manoj Sinha has done today, they have been doing it for the last 1 year. We have seen in the case of the son of Sayyid Salahuddin, the grandson of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, and the latest case was about a fortnight back when 2 doctors were sacked because they created or doctored a post-mortem report which led to a lot of bad name coming to the army. You know what case I am talking about. But in this latest instance, it's clear that these people had deep roots, and they had deep roots for decades. In one case going back to 1985, Majid Hydari, this deep cleaning that's happening in the valley is good for the valley, good for the youth, good for the country. You agree?
Abhishek, one of the victims in this, Fahim Aslam, has been accused of being close to Hurriyat and JKLF. Now, let me remind you, as I know and you also know, one of our former prime ministers and the then prime minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, would hold talks with Yasin Malik in his office chambers. And the then deputy prime minister, L.K. Advani, would invite the anti-India audiologues to New Delhi. And then Sri Ravi Shankar would often come to Kashmir only to hold talks with anti-India audiologues in the last 30 years. So what punishment has BJP government decided for Dr. Manmohan Singh, the then Prime Minister, the then Deputy Prime Minister?
No. What is the argument?
Home Minister
what is the argument? What is the argument, Majid Hydari? What is the argument?
No.
How are you equating having a dialogue with fomenting trouble, providing logistics to terrorists, propagating terror ideology, raising terror funds, furthering secessionist agenda? Are you suggesting that there should be talks with them and no conviction, no action?
Abhishek, it's a serious issue. Give me 30 seconds. Who has decided all this? This is an extrajudicial affair under 311. And the officers who are doing it at the moment, the bureaucracy in J&K is being accused of sabotaging even Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah ji, because of the level of corruption you have in the administration. So the level of corruption you have at the moment in J&K, how can these people decide fate of anybody?
No, you would want, Majid, I have to stop you there because you would want this narrative. Sanju Verma, I'm coming to you. Give me 30 seconds. Majid Hydari, you would exactly want this propaganda. And Abhishek, we've debated with him several times. We are absolutely aware. Why does it?
I want
because
course of action.
But no. But isn't this the way forward, Sanju Verma? I was about to go to Sushil Pandit, but I'm coming to you, Sanju. First, hold on now, Majid. You wanted 30, we gave you 45 seconds. Now calm down. Calm down, Majid Hydari. Calm down. Thank you. But isn't this the way forward, Sanju Verma? Why should succession anywhere be tolerated? Isn't it all undermining the Indian nation if we do so? And what all will you back in the name of freedom of speech? Absolutely. Exactly. What all? Sanju Verma.
Yeah, thank you. Aishwarya, I think you raised a very pertinent point. People who give this duhai, freedom of speech is being undermined. The very constitution which gives you freedom of speech under Article 19(1)(c) also says under Article 19(2) that freedom of speech is subject to reasonable restrictions pertaining to public order, morality and health. Point number 1. Point number 2, Aishwarya, I am very amused when under the garb of FOE, Rahul Gandhi goes to Cambridge and tells why is the United States and why is the European Union oblivious to the fact that a large chunk of democracy has come undone in India. This is a clear call to aid and abet balkanization of India.
Hold on, Nikhil, hold on.
In Jammu and Kashmir. Why
Nikhil, hold on. Don't interrupt like that. Nikhil, hold on.
Yes.
Nikhil, hold on.
And let me tell you.
Nikhil, you are a lawyer. You know you need to wait for your chance. I don't need to teach you that.
Thank you.
Please hold on. Thank you. Continue, Sanju. 30 more seconds.
Thank you, Aishwarya. And Aishwarya, I just want to say this, that Fahim Aslam, who was a PRO in Kashmir University, Arshad Thakur, and there's another man called Murawat Hussain Mir, who was in the Revenue Department of Kashmir since 1985. I am so glad that Lieutenant Governor Mr. Manoj Sinha under Article 311(2)(c) used his powers to dethrone and uproot, these terror sympathizers and told them in no
Point taken, Sanju. Point taken, Sanju. These are just opening comments. These are just opening comments, Sanju Verma. I get your point. No, I get your point. We are just moving forward. Sushil Pandit and then Sushant Sareen Abhishek. Sushil Pandit, hasn't backing secessionists always backfired?
I'm not
Sushil Pandit
in agreement with that. I don't think so. I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. In 1991,
please explain.
Thousands of government employees wrote an open petition to United Nations with their names, designations and signatures, calling for a referendum in Kashmir and saying Jammu and Kashmir was occupied illegally by Government of India. I'm telling you, senior bureaucrats, middle-level bureaucrats and government employees signed this open petition to United Nations. This was Chandrasekhar's government at that time. And they, as a matter of symbolism, sacked 5 ringleaders who were the senior most in that list. Sacked them. You know what? All of them were reinstated with their back pays, with their increments, with their promotions, with all the privileges restored, even the post-retirement benefits and promotions given that they were deprived of because of this suspension. This is how soft we have been as a state. In 2021, on 6th of November, you sacked, this administration, Lieutenant Governor sacked DSP prisons, Firoz Ahmed Loan. This is the level to which senior positions, sensitive positions in government have been infiltrated into by Jamaat-e-Islami, actively aided and abetted by Mehbooba Mufti and her father, who were close to their links with Jamaat-e-Islami and Hizbul Mujahideen. This was done under their very noses when they were in power. They appointed grandson of Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani to a research officer's post in Sher-e-Kashmir Institute when no such post existed, without any advertisement, interview, anything. The point is, Sayyid Salahuddin's 4 sons have been serving in government, given plum postings and choice postings.
Imagine.
By the ministers, by the officials. So they have infested the government
Majid
system.
Hadri, how is that?
This is tokenism. This is picking up 2 now, 3 months later, 2 more, another 6 months later, 1 more, is not even pruning the twigs and leaves. You have to go for
point taken, Sushil.
Point taken, Sushil.
My simple point is these.
Majid, hold on. Don't monopolize.
That is the simple point. There has
Sushant,
been no trial, no fair trial than to
No,
talk about.
don't monopolize. I'll come to you. Okay, Sushant. See, 1985 is the time when Murwat Hussain Mir, the police constable who has been sacked today, joined the revenue department, not police constable, Murwat Hussain Mir. He was associated with Hizbul Mujahideen, JKLF, Jaish-e-Mohammed. In the Tehsil office, Pampur, he would be collecting money on behalf of these terror organizations from people, from government employees, from all those who came to the office. He was arrested in 1995 but let out on bail. The point that Sushil Pandit was making. I think what has happened between now and then, or between 2019 and now, is that the indulgence, the plug on indulgence has been pulled. And it's good for the country, good for Kashmir. Sushant Sareen, you think the government should step on the gas and increase this more? I mean, just 52, you think it's so widespread, the phenomenon of these overground workers, there should be a little stronger crackdown on these people? This is not enough.
Abhishek, first and foremost, if it takes a government or a state 35 years to ferret out a guy who is openly secessionist, what does it tell you about that state? Or what does it tell you about that government? You know, it's scandalous, and I agree with what Sushil is saying, Fine. I have nothing against the sacking of these guys, and I personally think that 50 is too small a number to have been sacked. It should have been at least 5,000 people, because that whole ecosystem is so widespread in Kashmir, and we are just talking about Kashmir right now. We are not talking about many other places. That whole system has been so widespread. You have actually incentivized separatism in Kashmir. You actually incentivized it. You have a former intelligence chief saying that I used to give money to people who were separatists.
Yes.
And people
Imagine,
people eulogize that guy as the guy who is most clued in on what is happening in Kashmir. Okay, you've had that kind of a tendency in this state. You've had entire media networks which have been funded with government money, government ad money, which have been carrying out the most rabid anti-India propaganda. And it's been allowed to go on. That has stopped, thankfully. You have had cases where the separatists would send a chit and their work would be done, and people who were standing with the Indian state were made to literally crawl and beg, and then their work would not be done.
Mind-boggling.
So, if you have now started cracking down on these elements, I think it is the right thing to do. To dismantle the ecosystem is the right thing to do. And for somebody like Majid Haidery to conflate issues of some kind of political negotiations which were taking place with appointing somebody in positions of government. Do you know what was happening, Abhishek? At the time of the stone pelting incidents and the time of many of these terrorist incidents, it was found out that many of the ring leaders, many of the people who were directing these protests were actually in the pay of the government. They were government employees who were doing this stuff. And you are letting them get away with it.
And Majid Haidery thinks that they should be indulged with, their salary should be increased, they should be given an appraisal, they should be given a promotion, and somehow hope that they would change their stripes, they would change their opinion, they would change their ideology.
No, but Abhishek, that is Majid Haidery. But I am really amazed. Sushantji, we'll just come back to you. Nikhil Jain, you've been raising your finger. Do you really realize the dangers of such terror backers? Do you? No, before you utter a word, Nikhil Jain, you are a lawyer. You understand the legality of the matter, but I am asking you at a more general point. Do you realize the dangers of such terror backers? Do you understand, Nikhil Jain? Coming to you, Sanjuji, after this. Nikhil, explain.
Sareen sitting on the show and pointing fingers at the secretary, at the chief of RAW, a man who was putting his life on line every single day in his career. Our spies.
No, sir. Oh, is it?
He was putting,
oh, is it? Would you not want to ask Mr. A.S. Dullat about the hijacking and the actions which were done there? Or there are certain very serious questions which you would want to know from Mr. Dullat? Come on, Nikhil. Talk about facts.
Somebody who spent 4 decades.
Sushant wants to answer
the
back.
man whom he claims was putting
Nikhil, you raise the point, let Sushant answer that.
Sushant, quickly. Was breaking news in Kashmir.
I don't understand what is going on your show right now.
No, that is written in his book that he was
Nikhil, don't start shouting, Nikhil. Hold on, Nikhil, hold on.
Are you trying to say
that... Okay, don't start shouting, Nikhil. Let me just turn this. Kashmir is a very emotive issue. Kashmir is a very emotive issue. Nikhil, hold on. Nikhil, are you getting us? Nikhil, hold on.
Entered into a
Nikhil, hold on. I am asking you only. You won't get your chance. Nikhil, hold on.
Have you read his book? You ignorant man. Have you read his book?
That's the problem.
His book that he was giving them money.
That's the point, Nikhil. Yes, you have that. You have that extra sip. Abhishek, just give me 30 seconds in there. Nikhil, you have that extra sip of water. Now you calm down. Calm down, Nikhil. Nikhil, you've said what you had to. Now you calm down. Nikhil, calm down before I mute your voice. Calm down. Calm down, Nikhil. Nikhil, calm down.
You have a big problem.
Nikhil, calm down. Sushantji, I've understood. Calm down. Nikhil, calm down. Calm down. Nikhil, calm down. Just by ranting and shouting, you are not going to achieve your point. Sanjay Verma, I'm coming to you, but there are not one, at least a dozen questions in my book which I would want to ask the Honorable Mr. Dullat. Okay? Tell him if you know him, that you would want to interview him, if you would want to answer certain very specific questions. Okay? Not only regarding Kashmir, Sushantji, but also regarding the action of the Indian agencies when they were highly notified by our officers in Nepal that terrorists are coming in, but still no action was taken. So there are questions, and it's all in black and white in the reports of the agencies. So before you start just commenting, Mr. Nikhil Jain, please understand what Mr. Sushant Sareen was saying was mentioned in a book, and he was just not making it up. So calm down. And yes, Sanju Verma.
And he's saying that
thank you.
Somebody who
oh my God, what is wrong with this man?
BJP made the chief
He keeps rambling on and on and on.
So carry on, Sanju ji, carry on.
Thank you, Aishwarya ji. You know, I think Sushant Sareen made some very pertinent points, and so did Sushil Pandit. Maybe, you know, it's not 50 or 500, maybe it's 5,000 or 50,000 people. There's an entire terror network that needs to be dismantled. But, you know, Aishwarya, I think the problem is not with people who are Hizbul Mujahideen sympathizers, or people who are Jamaat-e-Islami sympathizers, or people like Mehbooba Mufti who said, you know, Burhan Wani to ek poor headmaster ka ladka tha, usko kyun maar diya gaya sareaam, or people who condoned the death of Hizbul commander Reham Shalla. I think the problem, Aishwarya, is with people who are educated citizens who call themselves civilians and continue to give intellectual cover fire to terrorists. I think these are the people who need to be weeded out of the system, and that is precisely what Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha is doing. That is precisely what Home Minister Amit Shah is doing, and that is precisely what Prime Minister Narendra Modi is doing. And that is precisely what is causing so much of
Majid Hydari, why are you so scared of this action is being taken?
Side of the panel.
Absolutely. Majid Hydari, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared if those people who were raising money, who were indulging in narco terror, who were adversely affecting the future of the youth of Kashmir, are getting their due, their punishment? Why are you so scared?
Abhishek,
why are you scared if people who provide cover fire, as Sanju says, to these terror activities, why should any indulgence be offered to them? Why should you be scared? Why should you be worried? Why should you disagree?
So now can I get 30 seconds to reply? My first point is that these government employees are being hanged without being heard. So there is absence of the element of justice in this decision. First point. The second point is, very recently, you also know, the very prestigious land eviction drive in Jammu and Kashmir was sabotaged. And it's an open secret that a coterie of bureaucrats did that. So what action did Modi government take against those bureaucrats? So when you have that kind of administration...
That's a repetitive argument, but we have heard you. Let me take this to Sushil Pandit.
But I'm just inclined to say one thing, Majid, and please answer to Abhishek, why are you inclined to defend them? Are you in connection with either of these three or the larger 52? Please explain.
The idea of justice.
Please tell us, were you in connection of these three? Or are you in connect with those 52? No, Majid.
No, Majid. Sushil Pandit. Okay, Majid, we have heard you. Sushil Pandit. Majid Hydari's argument is they are being hanged without being heard. Before you respond to that, Sushil Pandit, I am reading a tweet which Fahim deleted, which was on 23rd of May 2020, in which Fahim writes, nothing can ever change one reality. Kashmir will always observe Eid with Pakistan.
Can you imagine?
Right.
Now, the point is, who is saying there is denial of justice? I wish they were hanged. They have not been hanged yet. And they have a right to move the courts. Government has a right to terminate the services of those who are openly inimical to Indian interest. They have a right. They have invoked that right. They have enough evidence. They have been under surveillance. There is enough proof of their complicity, and hence it has been done. If they have a problem, they can go to court and seek justice from there. It's open to them. The point here is an entire ecosystem, an entire infrastructure over the years has been infested by such elements. And these elements have been openly sabotaging government and Indian state. There's a war of attrition going on.
Why have we never had such an orders in place in Punjab or in Chhattisgarh or elsewhere Naxal-affected areas?
What is his problem?
Have such orders
Why can't he wait for his turn?
No, please tell me.
What is his problem?
One particular community in
no, his problem is because action is being taken on the people.
Community. If there is a community, that is the community of
Sushil Pandit, you know
and if this
you know
should be
better than anyone else. What is Majid Hydari's real problem? Sushil Pandit, you were able to decipher him a long time back. But the only issue is that, Majid, you may want to bring in Punjab, Chhattisgarh, but what? Not one word, Majid Hydari, from you.
Just make a point
against those people who are openly.
Can I ask Majid?
Yeah, Sushantji, coming to you in 30 seconds. But Majid Hydari, you just couldn't.
Fight for the Constitution.
Okay, so can I ask Majid a question?
Sushant Sareen coming in. Hold on. Hold on, Majid. Sushant Sareen coming in. Yeah.
So Majid just said that, you know, we are targeting, the Indian state is targeting these people because of their religion. A couple of weeks back, there was a scientist who was arrested because he was caught in a honey trap. Did Majid question that why has he been arrested? Is he been arrested because he's a Hindu? There are other people who have been arrested because they have been found spying.
I didn't use
Has Majid ever said that why are you arresting them because they are Hindus? So he is communalizing this issue, and he is communalizing this issue and then trying to project himself as a very secular man. Now, this is the kind of disingenuousness which he is resorting to. Otherwise, he would say that why are you arresting a Hindu? The government of India did not stop from arresting a Hindu.
Sushant said he would never say that. He would never say that.
Northeast Punjab,
Okay, Majid.
You know how many people?
Majid, take the question. Majid, take the question. You see, it's not okay. I agree with you that maybe it's not communal, your argument, but you are still not able to answer me. The point is, be it Fahim, who was poisoning the mind of youngsters in Kashmir University, be it Murwat Hussain Mir, who was caught with drugs, who was taking money and giving it to terrorists, or the constable who has Arshad Ahmed, who was caught carrying heroin, and with that money, and the heroin was being used by the youth of the valley, and with that money, he was supplying arms to these terrorists, these sleeper cells or whatever. See, the point is, who paid the price? Majid Hydari? People in the valley, people in Kashmir paid the price.
Not sent to court.
There should be no indulgence with these people.
For decision. No, why is there an extrajudicial decision on this? Why not?
They are going to the court of law. Who's saying the court of law is not going to follow the due process? It would be followed, but the point is, at least somewhere the state has to come in and act. The writ of the state has to be respected.
Court hearing is not applicable on 311. You need to know law and system, brother.
No.
This is an extrajudicial decision.
Majid Hydari, you are talking to a certified lawyer, so calm down before you say that. But I'll just say, yeah.
Majid.
I need to make
okay,
a quick
Sushant,
point,
you wanted to make a point. Yeah. Nikhil also wants to make a point.
One sentence. Majid, as
See,
usual,
they have been sacked using certain provisions of the Constitution of India, which are not specific to Kashmir. By the way, Article 311 applies to entire country. Sushant, you quickly respond to what Majid Hydari is saying, which is that they should be heard.
No, he's talking nonsense because he doesn't know the law. The law is that the government is empowered to sack somebody. If somebody feels that injustice has been done to them, they can go to court, right? The government does not have to go to court and take permission from court to sack someone. The law is that the government can sack anyone, and then whoever is the aggrieved party can go to court. Let them go to court. How is this extrajudicial? This is very much under the law. So either Majid Hydari...
No, it's not, but he wants to make it. Sanju Verma wants to make a point. Sanju Verma.
I want to come in here.
No, Majid, you can carry on with that rant, but calm down. Yeah, Sanju Verma. Yes, okay. Sanju.
Aishwarya, I just want to repeat what I said. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha took the decision to fire these 3 terror sympathizers, for want of a better word, under Article 311(2)(c). So there's nothing unconstitutional about it. Point number 1. Point number 2, in 20 seconds. I think the late General Bipin Rawat, in 2017, he very nicely explained what we are seeing playing out today in the valley. He said Pakistan is spreading disinformation among the youth of Kashmir with doctored videos and messages. This is further supported by some of the people in the valley who spread it and glamorize the young boys who have joined terror organizations. I call these people...
Imagine, Nikhil, you are backing this.
...and saboteurs.
Point taken, Sanjuji. I have less time. We have less time. Imagine, Nikhil, you are trying to back this. Have you got the drift? Have you understood?
This is the 2.5.
No, Nikhil, that is exactly what you are backing. And you are not understanding. You are not understanding the dangers of such terror backers.
Abhishek. No, you're not even...
No, what have you not said?
I don't even know what my stand is. My stand is that
Quickly,
Carry on.
quickly. Nikhil, quickly.
Of abrogation of Article
You are part of the
370 after
18.5 front war that Bipin Rawat was talking about.
Administration. Sanju, let me speak. Come on, Sanju. Don't try to drown out
you are
every
not
little
making
voice
any
because the
sense.
party cannot
You are
manage the whole
rambling.
Kashmir.
You
You've been
are not
administering
making
the state
sense.
for
You
5
have
years.
been rambling.
Let
You have
the
been
anchor
talking
decide.
about
Let the
gibberish.
anchor,
You
let
have been
the
talking
moderator
about gibberish.
decide
You
if
are
I'm
part
making
of
any
the
sense.
2.5 front
Sanju,
war
please pack
that
up your
Bipin
bags with
Rawat
your
was
MA.
talking about.
Sanju, hold on.
This is not going to end. This is going to be unending. I have to come to a conclusion of this. You see, hold on. Everyone calm down. You see, Constable Arshid Ahmed Thokar, who has been sacked today,
They've been utterly
hold
failing,
on, was caught ferrying terrorists and weapons and drugs in his official vehicle. He was acting as a driver and a PSO to VIPs, and he was passing on that information to terrorists. This is something which was indulged with by the Indian state for all these years, and now, of course, thankfully, it has been plugged, and that's what's going to happen. The kind of tough love we are seeing happening by the Indian state in Kashmir, and that's going to happen more often. I believe, Majid Hydari, please accept it as a fait accompli. On that note, we have to end this conference. Thank you so much, Nikhil. We have to end this debate here. And moving on, before we go to the third one, let's take a quick 30 seconds break with Quick Heal.
The Amity BBA has been ranked India's #1 BBA in the Times of India B School 2022 rankings. To apply, visit amity.edu.
That's away from one. Mark and counting.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Lift off normal.
Here we have a majestic lift-off of LK3M.
Welcome back, viewers. On debate number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the Enforcement Directorate has raided Tamil Nadu Minister Ponamodi's residence in Chennai and Villupuram, and the opposition seems to be once again trying to make it as political vendetta, Abhishek.
Yes, and the raids were in connection with a money laundering case, Aishwarya. Perhaps goes back to 2007-11 when he was a mining minister. The opposition is calling it vendetta, but is it really that? Let's take a look at this package and then we come back.
After Senthil Balaji,
it is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu now, Mr. M.K. Stalin, when he was the opposition leader 7 years back. In a public meeting, he accuses Senthil Balaji of very corrupt, the #1 corrupt person in India. Now suddenly 7 years later, the same case, action is being taken by ED. Suddenly he changes his stance, he calls Senthil Balaji as innocent, which is nonsensical.
another DMK minister has been raided by the ED.
Today, see, they are pick and choosing. Once when he went to Patna, the very next day there was a raid in Senthil Balaji. Today he is leaving to Karnataka to divert the attention. They are doing it. Definitely, this will go adverse against the BJP.
Against the BJP?
Yeah.
The Enforcement Directorate has been conducting raids at the residence of Minister Ponmudi and his son, who's a Lok Sabha MP, Gautama Sigamani, from the morning at his residences both in Chennai and Villupuram district. The researches are happening at over in 9 locations throughout the state of Tamil Nadu.
The Chief Minister is saying it is a conspiracy to target the DMK.
சகஜம் சர்வசாதாரண திசை திருப்புவதற்காக செய்யக்கூடிய நாடகம் இதெல்லாம் மக்கள் பார்த்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. ஏன் உங்களுக்கே தெரியாதா? நீங்க மனசாட்சியில கை வச்சு சொல்லி கேட்டு பாருங்க. உங்களுக்கே இது நியாயமா? இது எதுக்காக செய்யறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும்.
The opposition is claiming vendetta.
जो आज ईडी की रेड हो गई है, ये भी एक प्रेशर करने का एक टैक्टिस है. प्रेशराइज करके हमारे अपोजिशन पार्टी के लोगों को तोड़ने का, और खासकर जो डीएमके कांग्रेस की मैत्री है वहाँ पर, वो डरा के अलग अलग करने के लिए वो लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
It's politics over a crackdown on political corruption. Let's debate.
Well, yes, let's debate. While I introduce the national spokesperson of the BJP, Sanju Verma, political analyst Suman C. Raman, and Vikraman, spokesperson of the VCK, ally of the DMK, joining in live from Chennai, there is a more principled question, Abhishek, which I want to ask both the BJP and then the opposition, and also Suman C. Raman. Then what should we do with the agencies? What does the opposition want? From Uttar Pradesh to Bihar, from Jharkhand to Maharashtra, from Karnataka to Kerala, any state, the agencies hit any political leader, irrespective of the party. This time it is DMK. Yesterday it could have been anyone else. I am saying it's a daily affair. The agencies, the officers, and not hundreds, thousands of very capable and decorated officers are working in these agencies. What do you want? That they should not work against the corrupt. They should not work against the people who've been stealing away the hard-earned money of the people, of the taxpayer, just because they are politicians. What does the opposition want? That's my first question to you, Suman C. Raman, and then I go to both the politicians. Please tell me.
No.
Suman C. Raman.
You made one very wrong statement.
What? No.
You said one very wrong statement. You said all parties. It is all except one party. That they are raiding politicians of all parties.
I'll give you examples.
Yeah.
You want me to give you examples of the BJP leaders being arrested from Gujarat?
No.
From Gujarat?
1 second.
BJP leaders have also been arrested.
No, 1 second.
BJP leaders Suman C. Raman have also been arrested. So I was not wrong. You were wrong then. You are wrong now. And now please answer, sir. You are a senior person. Please answer.
Now tell me. What happened to Suvendu Adhikari? What happened to Narayan Rane? What happened to Ajit Pawar?
Hold on, Sanjay.
I mean, the list, I can go on. What happened to Y.S. Chaudhary? What happened to Himanta Biswa Sarma? I mean, we can go on,
Sumant Raman.
on and on. What happened from brief while to Mukul Roy?
Sumant Raman.
Now again.
Sanju Verma is here to represent the BJP.
No, let her.
Sumant Raman. Since Sanju Verma is there to represent the BJP, I will take your question to her, and she would respond. But Sumant Raman, please tell us: have not 70 lakh rupees been found from the residence of Ponnamudi and his son during the raid? 70 lakh rupees.
I have no idea.
Cash.
Abhishek, I have no idea what was found. Everything comes through quote-unquote sources. Let me ask you a question. In Tamil Nadu, there have been 3 major raids in the past.
You're casting aspersions on the agencies?
3 months.
Are you saying the money was planted?
Agencies have not given
this can't be a monologue by this
guy.
guy.
Where is this coming out? Who gave the statement to you? Which ED official mentioned this? Nobody.
I need to come in here, please.
Sources. Let me finish my point. 3 raids. There was a raid on G Square.
Sanju Verma respond.
A group, 1 minute.
Sanju Verma respond.
Which has
Mr. Suman C. Raman, you had your say.
To have closed
we've given you more than a minute. Okay, Suman C. Raman, calm down now. Sanju Verma, Sanju Verma and then Vikraman, Sanju Verma is countering you, Suman. Hold on. Sanju Verma.
Thank you. You know, since Senthil Balaji's name was mentioned and since the bona fides of the ED were questioned, Aishwarya, I'm quoting ad verbatim from the Supreme Court judgment dated as recently as May 2023, castigating the Tamil Nadu police under NK Stalin and also saying that the Madras High Court did not do the right thing by quashing proceedings against Senthil Balaji in 20 seconds. When the Stalin government said ED should not conduct any further investigation against Senthil Balaji, this is what Supreme Court said. ED is entitled to proceed further from the stage at which the impugned order tied their hands. The court also observed, once a piece of information relating to the acquisition of huge amount of illegal gratification in the matter of public employment has come into the public domain, it is the duty of the Enforcement Directorate to register an information report and conduct bona fide investigation into the matter. And I just want to tell Sumant Raman one more thing. When there was an allegation against K. Ishwarappa, the Panchayati Raj Minister of BJP in Karnataka in 2021-22, we removed him without even a preliminary inquiry. When Virupakshappa and his son were caught taking a bribe, We did not give them a ticket in the Karnataka elections. Now, Mr. Raman, Rahul Gandhi is out on bail. Sonia Gandhi is out on bail. Your mentor P. Chidambaram is out on bail. Robert Vadra is out on bail. Why are you still tom-tomming the fact that Rahul Gandhi is your prime ministerial candidate?
Okay.
Kuch sharam karo.
Okay.
Sanju,
you made a point. Sumant Raman got his rebuttal.
He has taken enough time now.
I am
Thodi sharam karo.
10 years.
Okay.
10 years you have not been able to.
We have VCK representative Vikraman also. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Raman, I'll come back to you. Okay, Mr. Raman, hold on. I'll come back to you. Mr. Raman, don't monopolize. As I always say, don't monopolize. Mr. Sumant Raman, you got more than your share. We have to get in Vikraman also. Vikraman.
10 years she's not got
You don't get personal, please. For God's sake. Both you and Sanju Verma, hold on. Pull back. Vikraman.
Please.
Hold on.
Sanju Verma, Sumansi Raman, now calm down. Let Abhishek ask that question. Calm down, both of you. Thank you.
Okay. Vikraman, listen to the question first. Vikraman, you know, Sumant Raman says, ED is only after opposition leaders. You know, the fact of the matter in this case is that Mr. Ponnamudi is being investigated for a case which goes back to 2007 to 2011, when he was mining minister, number one. Number two, the FIR in the case were registered by the Tamil Nadu police. Number three, the Madras High Court just a couple of months back said, prima facie there seems to be a case and we will not stop the investigation. The Enforcement Directorate has gotten into the picture, Mr. Vikraman, and Mr. Sumant Raman also gets the answer to that. Hold on, let me complete the question. I'm asking you only. The Enforcement Directorate needs a predicate offence, and the predicate offence is registered by the Tamil Nadu police, based on which the investigation is happening. Where is the question of BJP guiding this? The Madras High Court has instructed, let the investigation go on. It's a court-driven, court-monitored investigation, so to say.
After the Patna meeting, they raid Senthil Balaji's residence. The same day.
So now you say about the timing. First we are on the ED credentials.
And what is the timing?
You agree that the credentials of the investigations are okay? We'll discuss the timing later.
What timing later? That is the thing.
No, it rings it. But you tell me. So the corruption should be allowed. Action should be taken.
And that was filed in 2012.
Okay, you tell me one decent time. Okay. All your opposition leaders, all your leaders, as Sumansi Raman says, that the ED doesn't act on BJP, so
like
answer.
Mr. Sumansi
What should have been, according to you, an auspicious time? No, Vikraman, I'm asking you.
The opposition is raided.
Vikraman, I'm asking you.
Why is it happening?
Vikraman, I'm asking you, what would have been an auspicious time, sir?
Every time in Bengaluru.
Mr. Vikraman, what would have been an auspicious time, according to you, sir?
The BJP
according to you, for the ED to act on the corrupt.
Sending ED.
Is there any auspicious time?
It has become a common practice of BJP.
Is there any auspicious time?
Wings like ED,
Answer.
CBI,
Tell us.
income tax.
Write ED a letter. Write CBI a letter. That listen. This is an auspicious time, Abhishek. Then please, officers, you can act on us during this time.
CBI and IT have become the lapdogs of BJP.
Vikraman, are you joking? Vikraman, are you joking?
The opposition cash.
70 lakhs cash is found, and you are saying timing. Okay, how long? What?
Who is this man?
Are you even listening? Are those earpods working? Hold on, Sanjuji. Are those earpods working? If they are not, repair them. Understand. There is no auspicious time to act against the corrupt. And let that sink in.
Otherwise, you will not let me talk.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Abhishek is taking the next question. Yes, Abhishek.
The point I was making was, Vikraman, which you did not respond, which was that there is a predicate offence which was filed by the Tamil Nadu police. The Madras High Court has instructed the investigation to go on. More importantly, since you are saying about the timing, is it not a fact that the Enforcement Directorate, way back in 2020, which is 3 years back, actually seized assets worth rupees 8.6 crores, illegally acquired foreign security by Ponnamudi's son, who's Kallakurichi MP, Gautam Sigamani, and that happened in October 2020. So it's an ongoing investigation, has been going on for years. It's not that.
And he's questioning the timing.
You're questioning the timing, but it's been going on for 3 years, at least 4 years. It goes back to 2007-11. The Madras High Court has instructed, let the investigation go on. You want to obfuscate. That's okay, because that's your party. That's your ally. But the fact is that the investigation has certain credentials.
It is because the timing that anybody can say, even the public are questioning the intention of the ED. See, my question is very simple, sir. Sir, the ED has been doing the searches and all. Okay, fine. You have been saying 2020 there is a case. See, this case was
70 lakh rupees is fine. Do you have that much cash at your home? I might not have 7 rupees because I generally use digital currency now, UPI payments. Maybe 7 rupees I'll have, but not 7,000. 70 lakh rupees.
The case is not yet finalized. And the judgment has not come. You are
okay, Vikraman, tell me 70 lakh rupees is kosher? Having 70 lakh rupees cash at home?
Let me complete. See, there were similar cases filed against Mr. Ponmudi.
No, let me tell you, you won't be able to complete.
Acquitted him.
Because not you, not Sumansi Raman, not anyone can justify 70 lakh rupees cash. So you won't be able to complete, so calm down. Yes, Sanju Verma. Yes, Sanju Verma, calm down.
When the whole
You're going round and round and round. Carry on.
Against the BJP.
Sanju Verma.
The BJP is going to be
carry on. Hold on.
This is not a way to debate. I did not heckle him at all.
Sanju, carry on. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, as
no one is heckling. Go on, Sanju. Calm down.
This is a case that dates back to 2007-2008. But you will be surprised to know, Abhishek and Aishwarya, that the initial FIR against Ponmudi was done in 2014-15 when J. Jayalalitha of the AIA-DMK was the chief minister. And at that time, DMK was actually baying for Ponmudi's blood. But today, DMK says that Ponmudi is Raja Harishchandra incarnate. And in October 2020, there was a raid conducted by the ED where 8.36 crores were found from the house of Ponmudi's
It is a politically vindicated. It is a politically motivated case.
Sigamani's house.
It was filed by
there was a raid in October 2020. 8.36 crores of unaccounted cash.
Why are they doing this?
So Sumansi Raman and Vikraman. Sumansi Raman and Vikraman. Sanju Verma, hold on. I have some breaking news on the debate tonight. Hold on. If 70 lakhs was not proof enough for Vikraman and Sumansi Raman, let me give you this. The Enforcement Directorate is all set to attach around FDs of over 40 crores. 40 crores worth of fixed deposits. 40 crores, Vikraman.
Okay, can I ask?
Following today's searches, Abhishek. Last year, a company based in Indonesia was sold for 100 crore plus.
What has happened?
Proceeds of crime was being diverted to this Indonesia-based company, Benami holder of the company, linked to the minister and his family. You are still saying that kuch nahi hua. You are still questioning the timing. You keep on doing that. But my friend, the agency works, the officer works on facts, on numbers, on money trail, and that is exactly what is coming out, Abhishek.
Yeah. Can I finish? Can I speak?
No,
what's Sumansi Raman? What? No.
Let's not discuss all that.
Let Sumansi Raman answer.
1 minute. Factually, Sanju Verma got it completely wrong. What she meant was last time the DMK raised charges that was against Senthil Balaji and not against Ponmudi. Ponmudi has been.
I'm talking of both Senthil Balaji and Ponmudi. My facts are absolutely right. There was an FIR filed against Senthil Balaji and there was an FIR filed against Ponmudi in 2014-15. Suman Rana, you are the master of water boundary. You are the master of water boundary. There is an FIR filed against Ponmudi in 2014-15. Get your facts right. I know you are a chamcha of Rahul Gandhi, but I did not know you are blind to half facts. I know you are a chamcha of Rahul Gandhi and P. Chidambaram, but I did not know you are blind to facts.
Sanju. Let's Sanju.
You have made a mistake.
Sanju, pull back.
DMK has never attacked Ponmudi.
Sanju, pull back. Sanju, pull back. Sanju, I have a very interesting question for Sumant Raman, if you allow me.
She doesn't know.
Sanju.
And Gautam Sigamani.
Okay. Yes, Senthil Balaji. Yes. Gautam Sigamani.
Selective amnesia. Have a glass of water. Okay. You're suffering from selective amnesia.
No, he's not. He's provoking you and getting away with it, Sanju. Why don't you understand? Pull back. Pull back.
There are 3 FIRs.
Sanju,
There are
no,
3 different
Sanju, listen. He's provoking you and getting away with. We are getting nowhere, Sanju.
Poor thing.
We are not getting anywhere. Sumant Raman, interesting bit too. Sumant Raman.
Stop using words for me and.
Oh, hold on, viewers. You need to understand this. Hold on. First, all of you need to understand. And Sumant C. Raman, hold on. Sanju Verma, calm down. Sumant C. Raman, calm down. Sumant C. Raman, calm down. First, you need to understand. By backing the corrupt, first and foremost, Sumant C. Raman, I countered you when you said that the agencies only work against the opposition. You were wrong then.
Yes.
You were wrong now. You are wrong now.
Give me the name.
When you were trying to back the corrupt, don't.
Give me the names.
70 lakh cash, 40 crores in FD, 100 crore company sold in Indonesia. This happens to a common Indian, Sumant. Sumant C. Raman, this happens with every common Indian. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, Sumant C. Raman. This 40 crore FD, 70 lakh cash. Sanju Verma, am I speaking to you, ma'am? Please calm down. Sanju Verma, I'm not talking to you. Please calm down. It doesn't. The people of this country can see through. Can see through this. These are the agencies. Can I have Abhishek also? Abhishek, when the Prime Minister said in 2014 elections, Abhishek, na khaunga na khane dunga, and when in very near future he named and he said that there are leaders who are still doing corruption. There are leaders against whom action needs to happen. It was very clear that the corrupt will not be spared and the agencies are doing their work. Your problem is that there happens to be the parties either with which you have a soft corner to or you have a direct connection to. So that's your problem, sir. The people of this country want corruption to be eradicated. To be eradicated.
Abhishek, take a chill pill.
Sumant Raman.
अरे भाई साहब, पानी के ग्लास की जरूरत आपको है.
Okay, she'll have a chill pill after the debate. Sumant Raman.
Let her relax.
Oh my God, Sumant Raman. Why don't you talk to me? Sanju, please understand. By provoking you, Sumant Raman is getting away with it.
In different scams.
This is not happening. This is not happening.
Listen. Sumant Raman, calm down. Sanju Verma, calm down. Sanju Verma, before I put the faders down, please calm down, both of you. Before I put your fader down, Sumant Raman, and it's very easy. 1, 2, 3, and it will be down. So calm down. Please calm down. Sanju Verma, calm down. Sanju Verma, not a word. Please, ma'am. Sumant Raman, not a word. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sanju Verma, Sumant Raman, both audio down. Audio down. Thank you very much. You are forcing me, then audio down. Now you please carry on. For next 60 minutes, carry on. It does not impact my viewers.
The point I was making, Aishwarya, was that there is a legacy. You know, there was this very famous finance minister of the DMK government in Tamil Nadu, P. Thiagarajan. He was shunted out. Now, nobody can be... P. Thiagarajan does not belong to the Enforcement Directorate. But he made certain comments, the tapes of which came out, after which he was shunted out. It was almost like Mea Culpa on the part of DMK, and the legacy, of course, goes back to A. Raja. The issue is... What do you know? Have they released that...
Vikraman, you also have a fader. Calm down. Abhishek is saying something. Listen to him. Calm down, Vikraman.
See, the issue is that Enforcement Directorate is doing a job which the courts are aware of. The courts want to continue. The question that we are asking is, as yet we don't know whether the minister has been arrested. But like in the case of Ishwarappa, would DMK take a stand and remove the minister till the time investigation is happening? VCK can respond because you are the ally.
Not necessary. These are all political vendetta. Like, every time such opposition unity happening,
not going anywhere. This is not what we expect from responsible political parties, and DMK is one, mind you, ruling a very important state of the country, Tamil Nadu.
People are facing the undeclared emergency and the opposition is getting united and nobody can stop it. And I'm telling you,
ultimately, of course, people would respond on that note. People are watching, and they would respond when it comes to the ballot. And that's, I think, is going to be a verdict by itself.
Absolutely, Abhishek. And Vikraman, I am being told you are a spokesperson of the VCK. I have to recheck. I'm just telling our guest team to recheck that whether you are a spokesperson of the VCK or not. But the fact is that action will happen against the corrupt. Sumansi Raman and Vikraman and all the opposition leaders and the leaders need to understand this. And that is the bottom line, because the Prime Minister was very clear.
Yeah.
Na khaunga, na khane dunga.
And that should be that should be the rule. That should be the rule.
And that's the time we have on the debate tonight. Thank you very much. And Ornam is going to be back tomorrow. So don't miss it. The debate.
The Amity BBA has been ranked India's #1 BBA in the Times of India B School 2022 rankings. To apply, visit amity.edu.